Well, it's May, planting season time. And Larry's out in his garden, marking out rows for beans. We're going to plant more beans this year than what we normally do, because last year we didn't have a good harvest of beans. So this year we're going to try to make up that. Yep. Pushes on this side, pulls on that side. Push and pull. Push, 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 pull, 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 pull.
The worst can happen to come up in the frost and just have to replant it again. One thing about growing, you know what you're eating. Where's mine?
This is my bean cleaners. Really good at this. Look at that. Look how good they are. And there's some speed to that. Good job. Good job. Thanks a lot for your help. Hi everyone, welcome to Rippentuck. It's July the 6th and we are very blessed to have some rows of green beans that are ready. So I'm getting them put in the jars. We plant what's called Romas, and they're a wider bean. You can see they're not like a string bean, they don't have strings, but they're delicious and we love them. But I just wanted to show you the process, how it's not hard. First of all, just get out in the garden and get them planted, or buy some fresh green beans. And then what you do is you clean your jars. I wash these in a dishwasher, make sure they're sterilized. Make sure there's no chips or they're very smooth on the top. These are old jars. This is an old Atlas jar, but it still works great for me. Add 1 teaspoon of canning salt. Pack the jars, get them as tight as you possibly can in there. Then we're going to fill that jar up with water, and then I'll show you the next process with it. It's pretty easy. I use a pressure canner to can green beans and potatoes, so you know, I just feel safer with using it. But a lot of people don't. A lot of people don't, and that's their choice. They can do that. But for years, that's how I did it. I just water bathed them, you know, for like 4 hours. But in a pressure canner, what I like about it is once it reaches that temperature, that sweet spot, that I can start timing it. It only takes 25 minutes. And I'll show you how we do our green beans. We can our green beans. Alright, so now we are going to fill our jars up. And we want to take them up to the rim here, to the first ring, which is 1 inch. I'm going to take Now, what I want to do is I want to make sure there's no air bubbles in the jars. Put pressure down on here and force any air bubbles up out of there. Okay, that looks good. We have well water, so, oh look! Wow, that is a bad jar. That is a bad jar. So, that one's gotta go. I'm glad I found that before I put it in the canner. So I guess it goes to show that not only do you want to check around the rim, but you want to check the whole jar. Make sure it's good. Anyways, what I was saying is we have well water. And we're very fortunate to have well water. It's a good well. But it does have some particles in it. So, you know, we can drink it. It's not going to hurt us. But we like to filter the water so for drinking and for cooking. So we use this for that. And we use this for everything else. Now I'm going to get my lids ready. Now, lids today do not have to be boiled in water, they say. But I'm old-fashioned, I guess, because I still like to do that. Doesn't hurt it to do it. But when I put these in the water, I drop them in like this so they separate easier. And all I do is just bring the water to a boil. That's it. And I just feel that it heats those seals up a little bit. What I want to do is get my jars, the lids, clean. So I just get some paper towels with water on them first. And I'm just going to wipe them off. I just have a paper towel with a little bit of vinegar. It's really not necessary when you don't have like a meat or tomatoes or something like that, because this is just water and salt. But I would recommend doing it. That vinegar cuts any type of grease that would be on there. Okay, we're boiling just for a few minutes. Alright, let's put our rings on, and you just want to tighten them hand tight, you know, snug, but not like forcing them. So a quart of water has been added to the canner and a splash of vinegar. So what we're going to do is put our jars in. And I'll show you what they look like here in just a second. 7 quarts. Just kind of move them around a little bit so they're not like real tight against each other. Now let's take our lid. We want to make sure that the seal is clean. Put it in there. We want to make sure these holes are clear. We can see through them. I even will blow on it just to make sure it's not plugged up. Make sure our little plug goes up and down. And canner needs to be turned around. So we're going to slide this in place. Here's our gauge. And we're going to turn the gas on and let it come up to steam. We want steam shooting out of here. That tells us that the chamber is full of steam. Once that happens, we let it vent for 10 minutes. Then we will put the weight on. And here is the weight. It will go on, and then the gauge will start up. And for green beans, I can these in my location because I am around 700, close to 800 feet above sea level. So I want to can the pressure up to 11 pounds. And you can find all this information in the ball canning books or online. And I'll link that information where you can go see that. And then once it reaches 11, we'll start timing it for 25 minutes. That tells me that this chamber is hot enough in there to kill any type of bacteria or botulism inside my jars. Okay, time is up. It's been 25 minutes and the green beans cooked at 11 pounds. So we're going to shut this off and let these set and cool and release all the pressure, and then we'll take them out. So the green beans are done, and they actually are been out and cool. They're all sealed. So tomorrow I will take the rings off because you're supposed to leave the rings on for 24 hours. And then I will wipe the tops off, and I will write on the top of the lid, you know, the year that these were canned. And they're ready to go to the cellar. So thanks for watching. I really appreciate each of you. I hope that you like the videos and that you subscribe to the channel.